Hi guys, it's Sam. Today I am doing the third part of my Hobonichi 2020 video setup, and today is probably going to be the longest portion because I'm going to be working with the back pages, and then I haven't developed a firm plan for what I'm doing with the weeks leading up to the actual calendar year. Like, I should have already gotten things out and prepped for that. So I think I'll probably do this last, and this, or I may wait and make this another video on its own. I'm not sure. Today, for sure, I am going to focus on the back pages, and we'll just kind of see where it goes from here. As usual, I'm usually winging things. I have a general outline, which I have noted. I've decided this year to make better use of putting things together logically. If you just stumbled on this video and you haven't seen the last two videos in this series, I will link them below. The first one is a video going over what worked and what didn't work for me in 2019 so that I could go through and kind of decide what changes I wanted to make. And then in the last video, I set up the front where the months are labeled, and then I also decorated the cover. So if you're interested in those videos and watching those first, I'll link them below. So back to the note pages, I'm going to try to group things together in a more logical way so that I'll kind of better know where things are in a section. I am trying to determine if I'm going to have any kind of tabs this year, but I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to act on that. But I'm going to have three major sections. Those are going to be a home section, a social section, and then like an artistic section. So the first section is going to be home, and this is where I'm going to start bringing in some of the printables. Oh my gosh, Becky. Okay, some of the printables, and these are from Peanuts Planner Co. And as you can see, these are fresh off of the printer, and I haven't cut these down or anything. These are my favorite printables to use. This is a 52-week, I forget what it's called, but it's obviously broken up into 52. So I'm going to be using 2 of these this year for different things. And then I have, and these are only printed one-sided, obviously, because I'm going to be cutting these down and then pasting them in, and so I don't need anything on the back. So I have 2 of these. These are printed on the HP, I think it's HP presentation paper, and I believe I got it at Office Max, Office Depot. I do think that it's online on Amazon. I'll link it if I can find it. And then I have the TV series tracker, and I have several of those printed out. And then I have a password printable, and then reoccurring tasks. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and get all of these cut out, trimmed down, and ready to paste in, and I will speed that process up. I am so glad that I decided to do that on time lapse because that took forever. So this is the plan that I had for the front pages. And I'm sorry, I hope the light is okay. I had to put something up to block the sun. We're going between completely cloudy and annoyingly sunny, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, driving me nuts. So this is my plan for the pages. For my non-planning in the non-calendar year problems that I have. Anyway, so I want to put washi that I already have been using, kind of trying to keep kind of a similar feel, and then watercolors to see kind of what goes with what from different watercolor makers. I will get this out, I promise. I'm struggling really bad today, and I did not realize how bad it was until I started trying to letter, and it looks a little better, I think, on camera than it does to me like in person. My hands were shaking terribly, and they still are, and I couldn't figure out why, but I'm not a huge like caffeine drinker, having drank tea instead of coffee my whole life, but I drank a whole thing of coffee this morning, and then I took Midol, which also has caffeine, and so I'm like, "Ugh." Anyway, so that was my plan, and I only did one because I realized how long it was going to take, especially with like the watercolor and drying, which a couple of these colors are not completely dry yet, but I need to move on. So I'm going to be doing this for as many of the pages as I need leading up to when I will start planning in this. So I have several pages left to go, and this got folded down. And so the setup in the back, like I said at the beginning, like mentally, that was different sections for me. So this is the reoccurring tasks, and I will label all of this at a different time. House stuff, I want to keep a running list of the paint colors that I'm using, like the names, and I'm trying to make sure that I keep the paint chips. Let me see if I can pull this without making a giant mess. Oh gosh. So like I had said in a previous video, we have plans to like buy a new couch, like living room set when we get our tax return next year, and we will be repainting the walls. We're going to be painting our bedroom here in the next couple of weeks. I felt like this color was really close to our bedding that we just purchased. This is the color that we are painting our nightstand, and I even made I mean, this is really close. So this is what we are painting our nightstand, and this is what we are thinking of painting the walls to go together. So I'm gonna have these somewhere that I can easily access them if I'm going shopping for things, but I'm going to leave the names of like all of the paint colors here on this page. And then favorite meals we'll put here, and gift ideas. Look how horrible that looks. All of these that I used are the mild liner brush pens, and this set is the warm set. Thanksgiving, Christmas, just like meal ideas, any kind of decorations that we need, like if we're out, you know, we need a wreath or something, I'm going to put that here. And I had decided to wait, and so I left a post-it here that just said Christmas because I have a cool set of these coming, and then I was like, no, I want these all to look warm. So I just came back and filled that in. Video. Oh wait, how did that happen? Okay. Whoa. All right. So this is where I'm going to leave passwords, and like I mentioned in a previous video, I leave myself hints. I don't leave my password information here. And then I just left a blank page in between. Then this is moving on to a new section where I'm going to track my YouTube and Amazon stats, earnings, things like that. And then I have several pages for video ideas. I don't know if I should have waited until later in the day and when my hands stop shaking to go ahead and finish up that lettering, but I figured if I don't go ahead and do it now, I'm just not going to finish it. This is going to be my spending tracker. So this is 52 weeks. So at the end of the week, I'm going to get a running total of how much I spent, like on Etsy, Amazon, Chic Sparrow, places like that. So I have a better idea. I really want to do better about spending less money. So I figured if it's right there in front of me, I'll probably get a better handle on it. This is where I'm going to track my incoming Happy Mail. I did leave several pages for this. I mean, even if I'm not spending a ton of money, like what if I just order, like today I ordered a couple of rolls of washi tape. Like I could do that lots of times. So I left myself plenty of space. This is going to be where I plan what I want to order for my next Hobonichi order for 2021. You know, what covers I like, what accessories I want, and then I'll also leave here notes for things I want to change about the way I set up the next year, like I did just recently. This is going to be my pen test page, and this is going to be like the clean version, which is why I didn't give it as much space. And then brush pens, so I'll probably just do like a word or whatever and just have a place where all of those colors come together. And then this is where I will put my incoming watercolors. I have no idea how many watercolors I might buy this year, so I went ahead and left myself 4 pages, and then incoming washi for the new year. Oh, I got something on my finger from the glue. So this is where my already used, already have in my home washi samples are going to go, and this is only going to be washi that is new. So probably anywhere from incoming now through 2020, I will put my washi here. And then I'm super into writing down things about like the Enneagram, and then I am autumn on the seasonal color analysis, and so I like to write things down about that because like your personality and all of that, I don't know, I just like little quotes and little, you know, little things about those 2 things. So I'm going to leave space here so I can fill things like that in that interest me. And then this is a thick section. Little bits of glue. This will have to dry and it'll be fine after that. But this TV series tracker pages. Now this does obviously thicken up the back of my Hobonichi, but I'm really not worried about it because the back section otherwise for me is going to get underutilized. So I'd rather have a few thick pages back here and use the pages well. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage to it. And I think since I'm not going to be using any sticker kits or anything this year and just washi highlighters and little thin labels, I think that it will stay pretty tame. I will not be adding anything else that will thicken these pages, so I think it'll be just fine. And then the only other thing that I didn't show in this video, obviously I have some more blank pages here. And then I don't know yet what I'm going to track this year, if I can find it. And I never saw this. That's really cool addition. And I think this is new. And I can't read it, so I don't know what's there. But there's some different stuff in this year. But they did add back in the My 100. And I've been trying to ponder what I'm going to track in these pages, and I don't know yet. But when I do figure it out, I will be sure to let you know. And I feel like for all practical purposes here, oh, this is a bad idea, guys. It's a good thing this isn't a page that I need to plan in or anything. Okay, so for all practical purposes, I'm going to consider my 2020 Hobonichi set up and ready to go for the year. I'll probably have a few more things that I need to do in it. Obviously, I'm going to write some things in like the YouTube, Amazon tracker, but I wasn't going to do all of that on camera. So there won't be another video in my setup series. It will end here in 3 parts. I hope that you got some ideas for things to do in the back pages of your Hobonichi to make it an all-in-one planner. I really feel like this planner just really does it all, and especially if you know how to make the back useful, it really is your end-all be-all planner for the year. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here and don't want to miss out on future videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much as always for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye guys.